大家好, welcome to Moonlight Mandarin. My name is Kira and I'm a professional Chinese teacher. How do I practice Chinese pronunciation? This is the question I get asked a lot, and I understand why. Mastering the Chinese pronunciation is very important for effective communication. Lots of people study Chinese for years, and when it comes to talking to native speakers, they often encounter this problem that people can't understand what they're saying. And that is because Chinese is a tonal language. I spent years figuring out how to master the Chinese pronunciation, and today I'm going to share my tips with you. Mastering the Chinese pronunciation can be a long process. Sometimes it even can be boring, but trust me, you will be so grateful to yourself for not giving up and practicing consistently. Okay, step number 1. First of all, we need to master the pronunciation of pinyin. There are some letters that look exactly the way they look in English. For example, zhi, shi, shi. But the way you pronounce them in Chinese is different from English. So here you really need to learn how to pronounce these syllables in a Chinese way. Even these simple sounds can already create an accent and stop people from understanding what you're saying. So first, please spend some time figuring out how to pronounce each of these sounds. Today, I will be teaching you how to correctly pronounce these sounds, so please stay with me. Step number 2, practicing the tones. We need to learn how to pronounce all 4 tones and the neutral tone, and then also train your ear to recognize them. So our goal is to not only be able to say them, but also recognize them by ear. The more you practice, the more they will make sense over time. Don't expect to master all those syllables and tones overnight. No, just try to slow down and enjoy each practice. Step number 3, we need to practice so these syllables and tones come out of your mouth automatically without you thinking about how to pronounce them. There is a practice you can do that can actually help you achieve this goal. I could do it. You can do this too. When I share this practice with my students, they think that I'm a little bit crazy and they think that I'm a nerd and this is something that only weird people would do. But this is what helped me, and I'm okay with being weird. So if you want to practice, if you want these sounds to become automatic, you need to do this as well. It is that we need to train our tongue, our muscles through tongue twisters. People think, oh, tongue twisters, like, what can I do with them? Well, it's repeating the same tongue twister all over again. Even if you understand how to pronounce the pinyin and tones correctly, your tongue and mouth still need time to get used to the new tongue positions. I literally know most of the Chinese tongue twisters by heart. And I would keep saying them all over again when I was walking. Sometimes people would look at me like, oh, is she talking to herself? Doesn't matter. I just keep repeating the same tongue twister until those sounds started coming out automatically out of my mouth. Okay, if you are watching this video, then you probably already understand how important the correct pronunciation is. Now, just trust me, the tongue twisters is the best way to practice. How do we practice with the tongue twisters? First, you read the tongue twister slowly. You need to make sure that you're pronouncing each sound and each tone correctly. Here, I would recommend you to get a teacher, somebody who can provide you with the feedback, because sometimes we think we're pronouncing it correctly, but actually we can't identify by ear if we're saying it wrong. So it's best if there is a teacher who can guide you through this. Once you can read this tongue twister slowly, but pronouncing all of the sounds and tones correctly, then you can start speed up. Then learn it by heart and say it again and again and again. Okay, now let's learn how to pronounce these sounds. Zhi, chi, shi, r. I know there is zhi sound in English. There is sh and ch and r, but the way we pronounce them in Chinese is different. To pronounce them in a Chinese way, we need to point the tip of our tongue towards the hard palate. Only the tip of our tongue. Because when you are pronouncing English ch or sh, you're actually using the majority of the surface of your tongue. That's why the sound comes out really soft. In Chinese, we are only using the tip of our tongue. So our tongue goes something like this. And, and now, smile and go. Zhi, zhi, chi, chi. Sometimes people struggle to pronounce this sound because they say zhi, chi. Here, you need to keep your tongue upwards. If you put it down, the sound immediately becomes E. For example, chi, chi. You see, when my tongue goes down, the more it goes down, the more the sound sounds like E. We don't need that. We need to pronounce it like chi. Therefore, my tongue remains looking upwards. Okay? Again, zhi, chi, shi, r. Yes, for all these four sounds, the tongue position remains the same. The only sound here that is kind of different is sh. Sh is an aspirated sound in Chinese, which means that when you are pronouncing it, you need to exhale at the same time. Aspirated sounds come out with some airflow from your mouth. So you go sh, sh. Even if you put your hand in front of you, you can feel the airflow coming out a little bit. So you go ch, ch, ch. Okay? And now let's practice these sounds in real words, and then I will also teach you some tongue twisters. Zhi, chi, zhi, chi, zhi, chi, zhi, shi, zhi, shi, zhi, shi, 日子, 日子, 日子. Or a lot of people struggle to pronounce the word 日本, 日本, 日本. And let's practice to read some sentences together that also have lots of words with these sounds. 这周我们坐出租车去商场吃自助餐。这周我们坐出租车去商场吃自助餐。Well, if you learn to pronounce these sentences correctly, if you keep repeating this sentence, I promise you, you will sound so authentic. Let's go again. 这周我们坐出租车去商场吃自助餐。Don't worry if there are some sounds you don't know how to pronounce yet, like, for example, 租 or 去. I will teach you how to pronounce them next time. 晚上在船上的床上上网。晚上在船上的床上上网。晚上在船上的床上上网。If you think that I always pronounce these sounds like this, absolutely not. If you listened to me 7 years ago, I don't know, maybe more, 8 years ago, I would definitely not be able to pronounce these sounds the way I can pronounce them now. And all I did was practicing every single day just by saying all these sounds all over again until my muscles got used to it. 让我出去，让我出去，让 Always don't forget, our tongue is looking upwards. 让我出去. And now let's learn a tongue twister that can help you master these sounds and pronounce them without the accent. You've probably heard this tongue twister a lot. I've seen people saying it online all the time, but let's actually learn how to say it. So here, try to pay attention and try to stay conscious and think of how you pronounce this sound, sh. Again, we need to point the tip of our tongue towards the hard palate. So our tongue goes up. And I know it might be hard in the beginning, especially for English native speakers, because I know your sh sound is very soft when you say words like shadow or she or shi. I don't know. But the Chinese one is not like this. So it will be hard, but let's do it together. Slowly, slowly. And then once you make sure you pronounce it correctly, then speed up. Wait. Okay. If you need to drink some water, please do, because it's a lot of work with your mouth. So try to drink some more water. 四是四，十是十，14是14，40是40。You probably know the meaning of this tongue twister is 4 is 4, 10 is 10, 14 is 14, 40 is 40. 4是4，十是十，14是14，40是40。You can see that I don't really change my mouth position, so I kind of articulate in the same way. 4是4，十是十。It's only my tongue is moving when I'm pronouncing 4 and 是。So 4是4，十是十，14是14，40是40。You can pause my video or you can play back to do it again. Now I'm going to speed up a little bit more. 4是4，十是十，14是14，40是40，4是4，十是十，4是4是4，十是十，14是14，4是40，4是4，十是十，14是4，4是40。Okay, you don't need to do that, obviously. While practicing, also try to exaggerate the pronunciation of each sound, because when you speak fast, then obviously they will reduct. So try to exaggerate them. 4是40，是十，14是14，40是40。Okay, and let's do one more tongue twister. With this tongue twister, we can practice the aspirated sounds like p, t, and ch. Again, don't forget to pronounce ch sound correctly. The tip of our tongue goes towards the hard palate. We go 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮，吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。While pronouncing these aspirated sounds, we need to exhale heavily, which means that p. You can see I'm pronouncing it while exhaling and while pushing some airflow out of my mouth. And same goes to the sound ch. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。Also, while pronouncing these sounds, don't forget to articulate more. Move your muscles, move your lips, move your tongue. 吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮。Obviously, I'm exaggerating it a little bit now, but I just want to make it clear for you that we still need to move our muscles. Okay, I think that's enough practice for today. I hope you enjoyed practicing with me today. And if you did, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. Your support will help me create more videos and I will really appreciate it. Next time, I will teach you how to pronounce other sounds in Chinese. So don't miss it and I will see you next week. 再见.